All right. There's a phone number on here I don't recognize. Most of the time, those numbers are threats. However, one of them is from the State Patrol, I believe, and one of them is from some people that are trying to sue the government for giving people Risperdal as children. Server unreachable. Kind of funny, ain't it? Server unreachable. Server unreachable. Server unreachable. Let's try it again.
Service, Siemens J&C. How can I help you?
Hello, my name is Sean. You guys gave me a call earlier today.
Okay, and Sean, what is the number we had tried to reach?
It is 308. Sorry, I just hit my head on something. Schwartz.
And your date of birth, October 18th.
I really want to know who you guys are before I answer any more questions.
I understand, sir, but for privacy purposes, I have to.
For privacy, who are you and why are you calling me?
I can give you more information.
You can't even tell me the name of your company? You just gonna call me and harass me and not tell me why it is that you're calling me?
I would be more than happy to give you more information, and if you'd be more comfortable, I can verify with an address we have on the file. 702 Hayward Avenue, apartment 103 in Chapel, Nebraska.
I already told you that my birthday is my birthday, and yes, that's my address. You still haven't answered me who you are.
And really quick, Sean, I have to.
Who are... Fuck you, I'm hanging up. Jesus fucking Christ. Who are you is not a complicated goddamn question. Who are you? Who are you? You want to ask me 10,000 fucking personal goddamn questions? Tell me who the fuck you are. That was a ridiculous call. CCR type, good afternoon, Sean, and then CCR type, that sounded like a ridiculous call. They're all ridiculous calls. None of these people are going to actually do their fucking jobs. That's not what we're taught to do. People who work at call centers, I feel bad for them. I don't have any respect for them, though. You know, a lot of these places, I was taken to against my will. But they wanted to charge me money. One of the bills is $9,000 they want to charge me in Rawlins, Wyoming. $9,000. Because they wanted to help cover up for bad policing instead of doing something about child abuse. They wanted to cover up for bad officers in Rawlins, Wyoming instead of doing their job. Instead of cutting me off from resources. Instead of threatening harm against me. Instead of forcing drugs into me. Why do I break the law? Because doing it the way doesn't work unless you have someone who gives a fuck about you, and nobody does. Most of these people use their families as an excuse. Oh, Sean, you gotta understand, I got kids. That's right, bitch, you do. And you should have thought about that before you offered to help me. You should have thought about that before having me waste my resources on your empty promises. You should have thought about that when I told you that police were involved with this shit. All these people, every single one of them, wanted to tell me how to think and how to feel, give me the same fucking pretty goddamn memes over and over and over and over and over and over and fucking over again. At some point, something's got to give. I always end up falling through the cracks. Why do I end up falling through the cracks? Because nobody gives a fuck. There's nobody marching for my rights. My life doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter as much as a white person's. It doesn't matter as much as a black person's. It doesn't matter as much as a woman's. It doesn't matter as much as a person in a house. Now I got that low income place. I don't even stay up there. There's no reason for me to be up there. Except what, air conditioning? I did everything that I could to try to get a court date the honest way. But without money, there's no such thing as honest anything. If you're able to take care of yourself, people have the legal right to victimize you. Now, the police kept saying that I was there of my own accord. That way, they don't have to pay for it. And when I say, when I'm here of my own accord, then I'm leaving. They said, well, now you're not here of your own accord. Now we're forcing you to be here. And we're still going to charge you money for it. We're still going to destroy your credit. We're going to destroy something that you have never had, Mr. Schwartz. If you don't have any money, that doesn't mean that you don't have bills. Just because you don't have money doesn't mean that you don't need to sleep and don't need to eat and don't need to use the bathroom. The most disgusting thing about this country are the people in it and the excuses that they make for their cruelty. Who gets kicked the most in this country? The ugly, the obese, the broke. Now, who are the top 3 on that list? Number 1 is foster kids. Number 2 is former foster kids. Number 3 is the homeless. Those are the people that you victimize the most. A lot of these racist cops are doing things that are obviously blatantly racist. And yes, they should be punished as the racists that they are. But then there are other racists who do fucked up shit because they hate the homeless. But it's okay to hate the homeless. It's okay to call them a filthy bum. I use the N-word in front of some black folks, and they have the legal social right to beat me up. But if somebody calls me a bum, am I allowed to beat the fuck out of them? Somebody calls me mentally ill, am I allowed to beat the fuck out of them? If people choose to target me because of my disabilities, am I allowed to fucking defend myself? Is anybody gonna fucking speak up for me? Fuck no, not a damn one of you. You want me to do things that I don't have the ability to do, but you do have those abilities. That's something that every one of these fake-ass motherfuckers who wanted to pretend like they were going to help all had in common. They all have it fucking easy right there on a silver goddamn platter. It wasn't taken away from them because of crimes that they didn't commit. Them not coming forward and not keeping their word didn't result in all of their shit getting stolen. Didn't result in them being assaulted fucking repeatedly.